Good evening, everybody. We are back with another of our half the budget builds. Last time we did 5,000. This time we are going to be going for 2,500, which is such a low amount. I have no idea how I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to have to use quite a lot of debug items, and I'm hoping that I can go with making it look like a sort of cute little bungalow kind of idea, but I'm hoping that it'll work out. I am going to obviously have to use quite a few items that are necessary so that our Sims can actually live there, but the goal is to kind of make most of the decorations with debug cheat, so I'm hoping that it'll look okay in the end. Okay, so the cheats that I have used today are the money cheat in order to change my amount. So it's money and then the amount. And obviously I've put in 2,500. Obviously I have also done bb.moveObjects on to allow me to move things around a lot easier. I have also used bb.show hidden objects and bb.show live edit objects. Those will allow me to get the debug items later. So let's crack on. I think what I'm going to do first is similar to what I did in the last one, where we're going to get all of the basic, most cheap items down first. Obviously I am going to need walls as well, so that's going to be a bit concerning. I will start with the things that we definitely need. So I'm going to start with the cheapest fridge, because we definitely need a fridge. We are going to need, I guess, countertops. Countertops I think are quite, well, they're 100, so they're not that cheap, but it's something, I guess. So let's add in at least one countertop so that we can cook, and then obviously we're also going to need an oven, so let's add in the one oven, and this is the cheapest one, so we'll add that one in. Next, we are obviously going to need a bed, so I'm going to just pick the cheapest bed. Now, it is a kid's bed, so that's not the best. Let's have a look at what the price difference is. So 240, 255, and then 300. So I'll start with 300. I'm just putting the basics down of like pretty much the cheapest first, and then we can amend it later to upgrade it if we have money left over. Obviously, we are also going to need toilet stuffs, so I'm going to grab the cheapest toilet. I mean, that's the cheapest toilet, but it is literally horrendous. So I'm going to go with this one. Then we are going to need a sink for sure, because we don't actually have a sink in the kitchen. And then we're going to need some kind of shower. The cheapest is a shower head, so I'm probably going to have to use this and then go ahead and basically do it like maybe like a wet room. So that is everything that is needed, and that has literally taken us to 980. So that's quite a bit that's already been taken off. So let's move all of those around. I would also like to have a sofa in there, but I really don't know if we're going to be able to afford to have a sofa or some kind of seat, just because we literally have such little left. So let's go ahead and add in our walls, I guess. This is the bit that is going to be like horrible, because I don't even know. I don't know how this is going to work. Let's think about like what kind of sizing I guess I want. The outside area is going to be super easy to do, just because we can use a lot of debug plant, so I'm not too worried about that. Let's just make a little, I don't know, 4x3 room. That leaves us with 140 remaining, so that is horrible. That's not even enough to be able to fit in like literally anything that we need, and it doesn't let us put in like any kind of toilet. So I think we might have to like mix it up a little bit. Let's well, I don't know what to do about the walls. That's the one thing. I don't know if maybe we have to use like debug, are there debug walls? Let's see, because technically if we can find something that works as a wall in debug, then that would be great, just because that will leave us with 908 to continue to like mess around. There are stuff that you could technically use for walls. Some of these are actually pretty nice. Would it be weird to just make the entire place like this? So we're gonna need roofs, obviously. I'm trying to think about how best to go about this, because I do like these. These are really pretty. I could totally make a house with as our wall. And then we got this cool thing, which if you included this and then you put in the other thing as the walls, that kind of worked. I think these are meant to be the walls for that. Do have these little blocks as well that we could use for flooring. The only issue I have with the initial thing that I was saying that I might want to use, like this thing, is that I don't think it's tall enough, because if you have a look, it goes not like full wall height, which means I couldn't put in a roof. So let's start out by like getting a roof, because obviously we're going to need a roof. So that's going to allow us to have the little section we need atop. Then I guess we can just use this as our like roof, I guess. Luckily the roof is free, so like that's not too bad, and at least it'll give us like weird looking floor. So this isn't costing us anything at the minute, which is great. Love free stuff. So let's just whack this bog standard block, I don't even know, like there for now, and then we can kind of have a look at like making it a bit more. So this is the height, so we need to find a debug wall that is that height, and then I guess we can kind of just like build around it. I'm worried that this is going to look absolutely awful, but I'm literally going to try my best to not make it look bad. So if we went with this, I think we can go with that, and then I guess add another one on top. So I'm using Alt-9 in order to raise it. How does that look? I'll tell you what though, that actually doesn't look that bad. I kind of like it, and it does give us a vague idea of what sizing we need as well. So I think I am going to go with that. The issue that I have is obviously we're going to need a door, so I might have to put like one wall in just so that we door. Otherwise it's gonna look really off. So I think let's go with, and we've got this extra long one as well, but I don't need it extra long. Otherwise we'll have way too much space inside. I actually wish that this came in a shorter size because otherwise this room's quite big. So what I think I'm gonna do, let's do it so that we'll start over here, one of those, and then we're gonna do the same thing on the other side like that. And then it is obviously not perfect in terms of like you can't make it a square, but that does allow us to have a door, but the door will be right off at the side, which might look a little bit weird. We can have a door going outside and inside, I guess. We can also just stack them. Hey, they actually look fine being stacked. Okay, that's fine. So we'll do that. We will have the door weirdly off onto one side, I guess. Then we do have these cool little pillars as well, which perfect. Love that. Only issue I have with this is that obviously these aren't real walls. They can't go down, which is incredibly annoying, like for if you're actually playing it, because it'll be, I also realized that like the roof isn't, obviously we're gonna have to extend it up, so these pillars are gonna look a little bit weird because they're gonna be like stacked on top of each other. Let's see how weird they look. So if we raise these up, this is kind of what they would look like. They don't look too bad actually. There is kind of that weird split in the middle of the room, but it's fine. Then let's extend this out so that it's the size that I was thinking. The annoying thing is the walls though. I'm tempted to just add in like an entire wall so that at least can still kind of play and have like one wall going across here so that it's like a different wall on the front than the rest of the house. That could work, to be fair. Then let's add in all the rest of our walls. Okay, so we've got our walls, and then I can go ahead and add in the rest of our pillars. Okay, so we've got all of our pillars. Now let's go have a look at the roof. My concern is that it will be quite expensive to even just have a wall going all the way across here. Let's see how much it is. 306. That is quite a bit, which is a little bit annoying because that only leaves us with 620 remaining. And obviously I'll have to put paint and stuff over that as well. Let's leave that out for now. We'll see whether there's anything that I can sort of use instead. I don't want to have this big open space. I do want it to have a door, so we're going to have to do that. But let's go ahead and add in our roof. I would say it actually doesn't look that bad with the flat roof, but it has this horrible clipping because of where the roof is and how high up these walls go, so I don't really want that. Now, roofs I always struggle with. I don't know about you guys, but I always think they just end up looking not that great. I'm hoping that this one is going to be not too bad, but it is kind of clipping into these pillars that we've made here. I'm tempted to make it round, not gonna lie. I don't know if that's gonna look good. How does that look? What if we bring it down a little bit? I mean, it doesn't look that bad. What if we pull these? I mean, it's not bad. If I can match up the... Oh, actually, why does that look really good? I think it's because it matches the same kind of tone that we've got on these pillars, but I actually really like that. Let's see if we can, if there's like any other options for matching that kind of tone. Oof, the white one is like way over, like way over the amount of brightness that you would... We could also just make the whole thing glass, but that does not look good. I mean, even just like this one, which is a bit more plain, kind of looks alright. I think I am going to go with this one though, oddly enough, because I think the texture of it works really well. Then I think I'm just going to go with like a plain white like rim to it. Yeah, I don't think the ones that we have are these ones actually match that same color. It's a shame because I kind of wanted it to be like that same like desaturated G color, but I don't think we're going to be able to match that, so we're going to have to go with white, I think. And annoyingly, that does actually a bit that we need to color in, which is a pain, but at least it's like not super expensive, I don't think. Oh, actually, it's completely free. I did not realize that changing the color of that was free. That's pretty good then. And then obviously we're going to need to change the floor color as well. I need to work out what kind of color I want this side part to be. I would think for this inside part, maybe just like a really cheap wood would actually work quite well. This one's only 4. Oh, that actually looks really cute. I like that. Okay, yeah, let's go with that as our flooring, and then we need to pick the wall color for this part up here. So it is free, so we can pick kind of any for it. I'm wondering whether like picking something similar to kind of shade would work quite well if we can find something. I mean, this one's just white and it kind of blanks it out. It's kind of similar to sides, so I'm pretty happy with going with that. Then obviously we need to pick I mean, I guess we can put our stuff in now. I don't know what we're going to do about the toilet situation, just because you don't want like a toilet right next to everything else in the room. Let's go ahead and just add in all of our stuff though. I'm going to bring it all forward. We have 860 remaining, so I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with that. Obviously we will need like more to it. We definitely need a bathroom. That's the problem, I think. But say if we have bed just like neatly against this corner here, definitely amend all the colors and things later, but for now I think it's fine just to sort of the bits in. I would actually like the bathroom, I guess, further into that corner there if I'm going to work out a way to make a bathroom. Just trying to think of where everything be, because I don't really want tall item right next to this wall, because this is the only wall you'll actually be able to pass. So I guess having a bed there would make sense. Then we could put the kitchen over here. There's our glorious kitchen. And then I guess the bathroom over here. We're going to have to work out some way of having it so that it works. I am going to do a little test to make sure all of this stuff works as well, given that we're putting the like shower just freestanding, not against a wall. So if you're enjoying this video so far, be sure to like, share and subscribe. There's all of our items, so let's go ahead and add it in our wall now, I think. And I guess just, how much is this? 2, so it is quite cheap, but it doesn't look really like similar to the other one. I don't think it's cream enough. Could just put something really bright for the front, but that's horrendous. A lot of them are like this cheaper color. I mean, this looks good if I wanted to go like a bit more of a stylized color on that side. I think that looks alright actually. I like that. Okay, then let's go in. So this is our inside. I mean, it'd be ideal to like also color that. How much is that going to cost? 12. That's fine. So we've got 476 remaining. We do need a door and probably a window. I think a window is probably a good idea. Obviously, we've got quite a few cheap doors. I mean, I'm not biggest fan of the cheaper doors, and a lot of them don't look like they'd be outside doors. This one's not too bad, actually. I do need to make sure it obviously matches with what we've already picked, and that doesn't something really simple like this. I mean, it does actually kind of, that top part of the door does actually kind of match with what we've picked. So it doesn't look too bad. Let's go with that one. And then it'd be good to have a window. We've obviously got these, which are literally the same windows that we have in like all around the outside. And we've got these as well, which are the same as well. How much are these? 30. So that's not too bad. And we can pick it so it's in the same color as well. But I would like it if they weren't actually that window, just so we could bring in like a lot more light into the room. This, because it's got that rounded edge to it that I wanted in comparison to the other door, like the other window. So I think that's pretty perfect. I like that. The only thing is I'm now not a fan of the door because it is not the right shade. I want it to be that same light shade that we've got, but we can get, let's see if we can get a similar door in that like similar so it's literally just anything that I guess is like more of that light tone. I'm surprised that we can't get it in stores which are literally from the same set. It's a too lighter brown. Can get it here. I'm not a big fan of that either though. Let's remove that door, see how much we have to work with. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like this just because I think it looks kind of mystical. I think I'm gonna go with that one. I think that looks alright. Okay, so now that we've sorted that out, let's go down into our little house and try and work out the bathroom situation. We have 376 remaining, which is horrible. That is not a lot. Let's try and make these bits look a little bit better by changing the color. They look grim though. I mean, look at them. Why are they so brown? The rest of it is fine. I'm not too fussed. This is really pretty. It matches the like color of what we've got already. Let's see if there's any debug stuff that maybe does like a short wall that we can just add around here. I am actually going to run a quick test to make sure that the shower is usable just standing. Okay, good. It is usable freestanding, so that's good at least. I was worried that it wouldn't be able to be, so that's fine. So I guess now let's go back to trying to work out if we can kind of hover this little bit so that it's not just a bathroom in the middle of this like little room. I don't know whether like, I mean, ideally I would actually have it just where we've got these because at least then it kind of matches. Problem is you'd have to like stack them quite a bit in order to actually use it, and it would look a little bit funny. Another option is that we actually use pillars. That doesn't look too bad. It would be a bit annoying using it because everything is very much like close to each other. Oh, there's holes in them. That's annoying. I could like put, I don't know, I'd have to wiggle them in order to get them to all fit, and it wouldn't be the best idea. I mean, how does that look? Really contemplating if that looks okay. I mean, to be fair, it doesn't look that bad. It's just going to be a bit annoying because I'm going to have to go in and manually like hold Alt in order to drag them to the right place, but I think we can do that. I am going to skip ahead though to doing that so that you guys don't have to watch. Okay, that didn't take too long. So I've left like basically just a little gap there so that when you're playing you can still select all the stuff inside. It doesn't have a door, but I don't think it really needs one. I might actually, can I add one more in, or is that going to look a bit weird to add it in like here? I think that looks okay. Cool. I'm just going to double check that everything still works in there. Yeah, good. Everything still works, so that's fine. You can still use that entire space. I might change the flooring just so that it's like a little bit different, like tile or something, so that it is split up a little bit more as well. Guess just like this is like the cheap kind of tile. Oh, annoyingly, I have that like in the middle, so I don't even know if the toilet be usable, so that tile is grim. This tile's a little bit better, I think. Let's move all of those over, I guess. Okay, there we go. So we've got our little room, which I actually think it looks pretty good. I think I might move this around a little bit just so that it's more there. But I think that looks pretty good, actually. Okay, now I guess it's time to try and make it look as good as possible. We do have 370 remaining, so I'm trying to think if maybe it'd be worth upgrading some of our cabinets here, just because they do look very awful. So let's remove our bad looking stuff and see if we can upgrade our kitchen appliances. I'm fine with the bathroom because I don't think the bathroom looks that bad because they haven't like sort of purposely made them look like tired and used. But if I can switch all of these things to this, I don't know, but I might actually be better picking a color like brown now that it's not as rote. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this and still have it. No, I have 41 left, so we can't do that because we will run out of being able to put a counter. I mean, I'm not that fussed about the oven. I think the oven doesn't look as bad as two, so maybe if we change to choose the slightly nicer looking like fridge. I don't know what's the price difference, 375 or 212. It's not too bad. So if we upgrade the fridge, how much is the difference here? 50. So I'll be adding an extra 100. I don't know if that's going to be enough. And if we put that there, I can't buy another one. There would be insufficient funds. That's kind of annoying. It's not too bad. I think we've upgraded a little bit. The thing is though, if we do that, we cannot buy any kind of thing, which is really annoying. I'm going to change it so that it's this darker tone because I think that looks a little bit better. It's this thing. I hate this. Maybe I can upgrade like just one of them. So I really like this. I think that looks really nice. Okay, I'm happy with that. We've got 300 remaining. Let's pick some sitting. I think that's kind of what it needs. Even if it's just a sofa like over here, I think that will look quite nice. Let's see how much our cheapest sofa is. So there's an alright amount of sofas. We can get like this one for like, I mean, this is basically a bench, but we can get that for like 190. A lot of these are benches, so they're not really going to look that great in a house. I think the problem is it doesn't look that comfortable. I mean, this would work. I could put this just like here. I mean, to be fair, that does make it look better. We have 129 left and we have no lighting or anything, which is not that great. What can we afford? This is 45. That's not that bad. That's also 45, and that matches the aesthetic of the room already. So let's put that as a little side table. And then, oh, I don't even know. We've got 81 remaining. We definitely need some lighting. So let's go in and find some lighting. A little candle would be really cute. Or we've got, I mean, this is already a quite cheap house. It makes sense. It doesn't actually have electric. This is kind of cute. I think let's go with that as a little light. We've got 36 left. I can't afford an overhead light. I mean, stick this in here. Can't make that look good. I mean, if I put that there, does that look normal? Why does it actually not look that bad? It kind of looks like decoration. I feel like I could do better with decoration. I don't think that's needed. I really wish that I could afford another one of those there. It's kind of annoying me. We'll go straight onto our decorating. Let's choose our mailbox. I have a remaining 36, so I think I'm going to save that until after we've done some debug decorating, just in case I can fit something else somewhere. So if we go to the outside of our house, let's think about what kind of would work quite well here. Obviously all our mailbox free, so that's quite good. I'm thinking just like something like this, but that definitely doesn't go. This, I mean, the color palette goes really well. So I think maybe this one, and I'll just put it there so it's right next to the door, or I can make a little like walkway maybe. We'll put it over there. I'll keep it there for now. Let's have a look at the rest of the stuffs that we can do. So something I'm thinking, obviously these are free. All of these are flooring, so definitely use those. I'm thinking I might want to do like a little walkway like this, and we can some plant across like all the extra bits around it. I think that looks pretty nice. Little sort of rotatey, I don't even know, like wiggly road. We make it a little bit bigger. This was not the design thought, like sort of process that I thought I would be going through, so I'm quite surprised. Also, that flooring matches the roof, which I did not expect. Okay, I mean, I'm gonna go ahead now and I guess add in like all my dirt around the actual building just to make it look a bit more realistic. I just realized as well we have this freaking pillar right in the middle of build because that's where the bathroom is, and it doesn't look that great. It's gonna have it on the other side as well, isn't it? Oh, it doesn't for some reason. Weird. I don't know whether I can like pull it in and make it hide away. Yeah, okay. I've hidden it away. That's fine. Okay, there we go. So now I basically just need to go in and work out the decorations. I'm hoping I can get some good decorations on the inside as well from the debug cheat, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm sure it'd be fine. I'm sure there's like a decent amount. I want to get loads of plants as well around this tire build, but it's going to take me a solid while to do all this decorating. Ooh, this plant is so pretty. I'm going to use that one. I think that looks really good. It does kind of clip into our thing though if I put it there. Let's move it a bit. I guess like a lot of these are like desert plants and I think they look pretty good. So we should be good to add some of the in, like these big palm tree things as well, and they look kind of cool. They're like a little bit smaller. This is looking interesting. I think it's looking okay. It's just a little bit odd, I think. We do have like these as well, which we could, if we wanted to, add like a little fence going around the whole thing. I don't know if that would look, I mean, it might look all right. Yeah, actually, let's go with that. I'm gonna shift these over a bit so that we've got more of like a actual like garden at the front, I guess. Then let's add in these as like little fencing going all the way around. So I'm just sort of adding all of these bits in. We've now got like this cute little like hedge going around the whole thing. Gonna add one more here, I think. Yeah, that looks all right. I kind of like that. I think it definitely needs some more plants though. Luckily, we do have quite a few of these like sort of more tropically looking plants. My only concern is that it doesn't look really like it's like in this sort of Mediterranean style that it's clearly meant to be in. I could change it though so that it's the right kind of sandy texture. Is that weird? Can't tell. I think it does a little bit. I think the problem is because it's grass instead. I also still don't know how I feel about these. I think that they might need to be like something a bit different, not that kind of greenery. Let's see if we can find like a different fence. Because I like the idea of it, but I think that doesn't work. How do I feel about this? This looks a little bit better. Problem is that it's way bigger than the other one, so I'd have to make it smaller, and then it's quite a short fence. To be fair, I'm not that fussed about it being a short fence. I think it looks alright. Yeah, I mean, I like that more. I'm gonna go with that one if I can. Yeah, I think that one looks better. It matches the walls that we've picked like a lot more than like the other one did. Okay, yeah, I like that more. Okay, let's go back to some more decorations then. So we do have a few more little weird plants that I guess you would have in this kind of Mediterranean warmer like environment. You have like actual cactus as well, which I don't know if I want to include. This thing's cool though, put that in. Another option I have is if I want to include a car, which I am half tempted to, but I think it looks a little bit too modern to have with sort of the style that we're going with. I'm liking how this is coming out so far though. I think it looks good. Got like a little watering can that I put like just outside here, depending on what else I'm gonna put there, but I guess if you're just putting like gardening type stuff there, it makes sense. We do have a few other little bits like sauce pots and things, which I'm gonna see if that looked okay in here. So I'm thinking like you'd put it, I don't even know, in this corner. I don't know if there's like a table. Am I like wanting too much by having a table? I don't know. A table would be great because then I could, oh, does this look like a bin? This be a bin? Doesn't really look like a bin. Yeah, I mean, a table would be great. I don't know if I'm like hoping for much to table. That's kind of a table. I mean, I think it's for plants. You have this here, then put like some pans and things on it. I actually kind of like that. Okay, let's do that. I go back to the pans and then I could just like lift them up and then put some pans on there so it looks more like storage. Okay, so I've put like a couple of pans there. That looks all right. Problem is I don't know whether these things are going to have to be like if you select to like clean up, I don't know whether they'll then get cleaned up, which is not going to be great because I kind of want them to stay there to make it look like it's a bit more messy and used. Oh my god, you can get a plunger? I didn't know that. I'm gonna put a little plunger next to the toilet. I did just have an idea as well. I don't know whether you have to pay for ponds, but I found this looking like bridge, which if we put this back here, could I add in a little pond over here? Now it completely depends on whether you have to pay for it or not, because I won't be able to afford it if so. I think you'd have to change it for changing the water, maybe? Let's have a look. It doesn't look like you would have to change it for a pond. So let's see if I can make a cute little pond out back. Definitely gonna have to be quite a small pond. Oh, I've just lost that item completely. Let's pick up that item and just shift it over here for now. Then I was thinking of having it be like this, and then I don't even know. I'm really bad at making ponds. That would kind of work, maybe. Let's see if I put the water in now. I mean, it looked okay. I don't know why it looks so like jaggedy. Let's see if I can kind of fix that. I'm obviously like so bad at doing like these different terrains so that they all like different bumps and things. I just want it to look round. Let's try to make it round. Okay, this is kind of working. It looks rounder. I don't know what's going on there. Okay, it's rounder. So let's then our bridge across here. It's not like usable to go across it, but I mean it looks alright. Then I guess just make it a little nicer. I don't know. Change the color of it as well, but I can't change the color of all of them. For some reason it won't let me even pick one, even though it's free to amend it like pond color that's already there. Okay, so change the color a little bit. Looks a little bit better now. I'm gonna add in a bunch of plants now, I think, just to make it look a little bit more realistic. And obviously I could add a little platform, like a little path as well that kind of it comes off there, but you'd have to go all the way over there, and that might not look that great. Just gonna add just like random plants to it. Ooh, these go on the side of our house. I didn't even notice these before. Okay, let's definitely do that on the side of our house somewhere. Probably here. And just like stretch them all up so that they go up the side. Didn't even know that this was an option. Yeah, that looks cool. Love that. Okay, cool. I'm glad I found that. And then keep adding little bits to here. Oh, there's these ones too. These also go up the side. I also found this thing, which is like a little potted plant, which is kind of cool. I don't know where I would include that. I guess I could put it underneath the windowsill. Let's see if it looks alright. If I make it a little bit smaller, we should be able to put like glue there. There you go. How does that look? That looks alright. I don't know if it matches the same colours though, kind of gone, but I think it looks okay. I wanted to put something like up here as well, but I'm not too sure what I'd put there. Ooh, I found a chair. Now this chair is going to be completely unusable, but it might look good to have in here anyway. Especially if I can find a table, because then at least I can have... Oh wait, there's a table. Okay, so that does actually work for having a table and chairs outside. So I might do that over here maybe, so that we've got like a fake seating area. I don't think it's usable, but I mean, at least it looks okay. Makes it look like there's a bit more to this whole area than there actually is. There we go. That looks cute. I like that. Got like a few other things as well, like a little wheelbarrow with flowers in it. I don't know if does that look okay? Would you have that even? Probably not. It's not it's not the same kind of vibe. Ooh, this is perfect for our water though. Let's add a couple of these in. Ooh, I found hanging plants, but we don't have anything to hang them off of, which kind of... Ooh, these are better planters actually for this kind of color. Could use this instead. I think that'll look better. Let's remove those. I'm going to add these in. If I make them a little smaller. Don't know if I want to add two, whether I want to... Yeah, we'll do it that size. Bring them up. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. Found a potted plant as well. It looks kind of cool. Ooh, I found all of these, which is perfect for our little lake here. Need a few more bits. Like, things kind of work. Put them on both sides. Oh, I really like our little pond. I think it looks so cute. There you go. I'm pretty happy with the pond. I think I'm going to go in after though and just amend like some of the terrain that we've got. Right, to be fair, I can do that now. So let's have a look at... I don't even know what is that. That's brick. We're not going to be able to get that, I don't think. Oh, actually, is this the same? Oh, it is, but it's compared to what's there. To be fair, I could just use the same what I used last time. Brick doesn't really work, I don't think. To be fair, even dirt would work, just as like this is what you can walk, like you're walking up to it kind of thing. I think I'm going to do it a bit different though. So I'm going to do dirt around some of the pond area just to make it a bit more realistic. And then I'm going to do it just on this edge here, and same on the other side. Then I'm going to do the same over here on this chair. Here, here, and here, just to make it look a bit more realistic. Same with all of our other little plants. Oh, I don't know if I would rather have it as like a walkway though. At least then I can kind of get it looking a bit more realistic, I guess. What if we used this? How does that look? It looks a bit too cartoony, I think. This one, big. I mean, I could just use the same stuff I used before. I do think that's kind of good. The thing is, I'm going to have to do it all the way around to the front. Make that look like as neat as possible. Do it all the way over here as well to our little seating area. I prefer to make that like all one big circle though, I think. I don't think that looks too bad. I think it just needs some plants around the outside. So I think that's fine. Then we can have it so that you walk up to this bit over here. And then I definitely feel like it needs way more plants, especially at that bit over there. And maybe like a couple next to this little path here. I'm gonna go with, I really like these. And the fact that the trees then come out of them, I think that looks really cool. Do some more on like some of the plants there. Then if we move over to our little outside area, add in maybe some more flowers of scattered around. Ooh, there's a tree with lights on it. Okay, I love that. Definitely including that in this bit near where we've got our little seating area. Do you ever want to put like a few of those down just in like a little row around here? That looks kind of cool. I like that. I think it does need like a few more plants on the ground though. We've got some like rocks as well. That look good. If I include like around here. Yeah, that looks nice. I like that. Okay, I'm liking how this is coming out so far. I think it's pretty good. Add in some more rocks over there. Maybe even, I think the rock's pretty good. So I want to include those anywhere that we've got like quite a lot of these pebbles. Okay, I think I'm pretty happy with that. There's not really a lot going on over this side, but I think it's fine because we've got quite a lot happening all behind there. The only thing that's bothering me is this top section, which I really wish had something else going on. I don't really know what I want put there though, and there's not obviously like a massive amount of choice. I do have 38 coins left, so if I can find something that would decorate it in the game that isn't going to cost too much, then I could put it there, but again, it's like I'm not too sure what would even work. We could put a window there. I mean, like, it doesn't look that bad actually to put a window. If I maybe have a look at what sort of different colors we've got, but like this one, the one down there, that one actually does look pretty good. Yeah, I like that. Okay, cool. Is that done then? I think that might be it. Yeah, it's got everything we need. Awesome. That's all done then. And there we have it, a house entirely made by only using 2,500 simoleons. This was definitely a challenge. I think that it was actually really fun though to make the entire house basically just out of debug item, like, and all the debug walls and everything. I think that it actually came out looking really cool. I also don't think that I would ever make a design that actually looks similar to this, so I'm really happy that this has kind of opened me up to new design ways of like actually making things. This was definitely a fun challenge, so I would definitely recommend giving it a go and trying to use mainly debug items, but obviously some essentials in order to make a usable house in The Sims that's only like 2,500 simoleons. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already and you enjoyed this video. I try to post long content every Friday and Wednesday at around 6 p.m, so be sure to stay tuned for that. I also try to post shorts daily. Be sure to give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and I hope you all have a great rest of your evening.